Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a blogger Q&A that I've promised. Basically, I just got a ton of questions in my Instagram DMs, and they're all from guys asking about anything from how to start a blog to engagement, getting likes, getting followers. So if you want to hear about that, stick around and watch this video. Alright, so I've got all my questions here just on my phone. I'm just going to read them straight off the top. In no particular order or importance. The first question is, who takes your photos? Super easy. My boyfriend Chris. He takes all my photos for me. He really likes photography, so it's a match made in heaven. Alright, next one is, what motivates you to continue blogging? Basically just like, I don't really know, to be honest. I like blogging for myself. I've never really done it for like the satisfaction of any other person, but you know, having readers and having viewers and subscribers and followers, that's all very motivating for me. But also just, it's a lot of fun. It's something that I enjoy doing, so it just motivates me because I have fun. Yeah, hopefully that answers that question. Oh, and it says, what demotivates you? Well, before in the beginning when I first started blogging, it was really easy to be demotivated just because, you know, getting likes and followers, and, you know, when you go on your blog and you see that you've only had like 5 people read it as opposed to like 500, that's kind of demotivating. Now I don't really care so much. I don't really look too much into my numbers. I don't really know what demotivates me nowadays. I don't know. Like, no, I don't really care. I just don't know. No, nothing really demotivates me. Like I said before, I do blogging for myself and for my own enjoyment. So if I like it, that's great. If you like it, that's great. If you don't, it's kind of sad, but like, I can live. It'll be fine. What is your favorite networking site? Definitely Instagram, just because you can upload photos. It's just a lot more interaction going on with Instagram. It's a lot more user-friendly as well, I think. Being able to post a photo, a long caption, you can put like your location, which is great, the use of hashtags. I just think it's all really good for social media. So yeah, definitely Instagram. How did you get started with blogging? Well, I actually knew I wanted to do blogging a long time before I actually went and did it. I was living in Vancouver. I knew it was something I wanted to do. I have a background of journalism and fashion, so it was just something that made sense for me to do, really. I didn't have anyone to take my photos though, so it was kind of hard. When I came to Manchester, I told myself that I have to do it. I have to have a go at blogging. I told Chris before I came on, I was like, you're gonna have to take all my photos. He's like, that's fine, whatever. But yeah, so now here I am. How do you gain followers? This is like such a pressing issue for so many people, and I don't really think it should matter. Like, if you're more focused on your content and whatnot and the quality of it, they will naturally come. Other than that, if you do want to gain followers, I'm going to be honest and saying following back other bloggers, commenting on other bloggers' photos, and liking their photos is the easiest way to get followers, because the blogger community is really friendly. Everyone loves helping each other out and whatnot, at least from my experience. So I always just follow and like and comment other bloggers' photos, and we all message each other quite often. We have groups inside of Instagram and outside of Instagram. So that's what I would say to do, is really get yourself involved with the blogger community, get your name out there, and those followers will eventually come. Alright, the next question says, do you like doing only fashion posts? No, not at all. Just because recently I've been doing lots of like lifestyle and food and whatnot, and for me, my blog is about me. So my life, what I do, what I like, and things like that, which isn't necessarily just fashion. Of course, I love fashion. That was the beginning of my blog, was doing outfit posts, but now it's kind of progressed and grown into something a lot more, which I love. Okay, the next question says, do you love your job, and are you a full-time blogger? I love my job. Basically, no, I am not a full-time blogger. I wish I could be. Hopefully one day I will be. But I'm currently a stylist, I'm a blogger, and I'm setting up my own business. So right now I kind of feel like I am doing 3 jobs at once, which is really, really stressful. But I'm fine. Like, this is the life I've always wanted. So I can't complain. I'm really, really happy. Yeah, hopefully one day I'll be a full-time blogger. I think that would be great to do. But yeah, not yet. Hopefully soon. Alright, so the next question here says, Where do you see yourself and your blog in 5 years' time? I don't really know, to be honest. I always say that I like growth. So whether it be like career-wise, personally, whatever else. So I hope in 5 years my blog is going to grow. It's going to be something bigger and better than it is now. And I hope I continue doing it. That's all, really. I hope I'm still doing the same thing. I hope I'm blogging and doing fashion and lifestyle posts. I don't really know if it'll ever be anything other than that or other than YouTube videos, but we'll see. Who knows? I'm not a psychic. Okay, so this next question, I had so many questions. It could be asked in like a million different ways, but this is basically what it was. What do you suggest new bloggers to do? A lot of people were basically asking how do you start a blog, or what should they do once they've started a blog. And my biggest thing is to say stay consistent with your blog and make sure you're posting content that you are proud of. Don't post things that you don't like. Don't try to be, someone else in the blogosphere, because everyone is doing the same thing nowadays. Like, we all have a little bit of each other in us, so the more different and the more different and unique it is, the better you're going to be as well. And stay consistent again, with liking, commenting, posting photos. Try and really engage with the community and engage with your followers. What I would say. That's like all my tips in one for you guys. All right, this next one says, what would you suggest someone to do to get their engagement up? This is another big question I've had, just because some people are struggling to continue growing their blog, especially with the way Instagram is working right now. I would have to say, to get your engagement up, again, just liking, commenting, following, and staying engaged with your audience and with the blogger community. When you do that, your name gets posted a lot more. You come up on the discovery feed a lot more. People that search hashtags, you should use hashtags. I don't care if people think it's uncool, you need to use hashtags. When people look up those hashtags, your post is going to be on there. And you could potentially get 300 to 500 followers depending on how great your photo is, and your likes will grow and everything else. Another big one is use your location. Don't be afraid to use your location. Obviously, I wouldn't suggest tagging your house and where you live. I would suggest, let's say you're out and about at a restaurant, tag the restaurant in it. Use the location in the restaurant. If you are on holiday in a new city and you're on your Instagram story, make sure you're putting that little location tag. Like when I went to Barcelona, for example, I was getting over 100,000 new impressions, which is insane. And that's just holiday. Obviously, I don't get that much when I'm here in Manchester, but just keep that in mind. Use every single tool you can on Instagram. So hashtags, location tags, commenting, liking, and following. That's what you need to do. How do you get collaborations? And what do you suggest for people who are new to collaborations? So for myself, when I first started as a blogger, I wasn't really sure. Obviously, you see all these other bloggers and they've got oh, I'm doing something with this tanning brand, or I'm doing something with this teeth whitening brand, and you're just I want free stuff too. It doesn't necessarily work like that, and you shouldn't be doing it to get the free stuff. You need to think of it as a marketing perspective for yourself and for this brand. That's it. I would say also, if you're new to this, do not collaborate with brands that you are not proud of. No, not necessarily proud of, but not brands that you would associate yourself with. So let's say you're somebody who hates fake tanning, okay? And a tanning brand says, hey, can we send you this free, I don't know what people use for tanning, but let's say tanning lotion, okay? So they send you this tanning lotion, they want to send you this tanning lotion, but you don't like tanning, so why would you promote it? Don't ever do it just because everyone else is doing it. Only go with brands that you yourself would actually use or actually like, because it's just a load of crap for everyone else to believe, and that's the last thing we all need on Instagram. If you're new to collaborations, don't be afraid to message other, businesses or brands and say, hi, my name is so-and-so, I'm a blogger, I'm looking to collaborate with you, and all this kind of stuff. Don't be afraid to do that. I had to do that when I first started blogging. If you don't ask, you'll never receive. So if you get a no, it's not the end of the world. So just make sure you've got a professional business email that you can use. I always put that in my bio as well. If someone's looking for collaborations, I say put it in your bio on Instagram. I actually have like an email button that you can press, which is great. So you can also link up your Instagram page to be a business profile. That's a whole other thing, but that's if you want the email link. And yeah, don't be afraid to communicate with other brands because they're always looking for people, and sometimes they just don't know you exist because there's so many bloggers and influencers out there. So I would say just, take a leap of faith, send an email. If it's a no, it's not the end of the world because there are a million more brands that do actually want to work with you. All right, so this is the last question here, and it says, what is your top tip for new bloggers? This is my top tip, and this will always be my top tip for anyone who is either starting, in the middle of their blogging, or at the end. If it's something you love and it's something you enjoy, do not give up. Just don't give up, keep going, and stay consistent. Like I was saying before, it doesn't happen overnight. Your Insta fame will not happen overnight. Let me promise you that. You need to work really, really hard. And, if you put a lot of work into your blog, you will succeed. Stay consistent with your posts. Make sure your content is great. Stay engaged with all communities on Instagram. If it's something you enjoy, just keep doing it. And that's it. Alright guys, so that's the end of this video. If you have any other questions, feel free to comment below and I will respond to them. Alright, thanks guys, bye!